quiet neighborhood in Amityville, New York, was shattered by the sound of 6 gunshots. Ronald DeFeo Jr. had murdered his entire family, his parents, his 2 brothers, and 2 sisters, all shot in their beds. None of them even moved. A year later, the Lutz family moved in. They thought they had found their dream home, 112 Ocean Avenue. But after just a few nights, strange things began to happen. Doors opened by themselves. Walls bled a thick red liquid. And their little daughter started talking to someone, a pig-faced entity she called Jody. On the 28th day, the family fled. They left everything behind: furniture, food, even their clothes. No one knows what really happened in that house. But neighbors still say that on quiet winter nights, you can hear 6 gunshots echoing from the house on Ocean Avenue. This isn't just a ghost story, it's real. A quiet home in Atchison, Kansas, became one of the most haunted places in America. They called it the Sallie House. In the early 1900s, a young girl named Sallie was brought to this house, crying in pain, clutching her stomach. The man who lived there was a doctor. He believed she had appendicitis and began surgery without anesthesia. Halfway through, Sallie screamed and died on the table. Since that day, the house has never been silent. Decades later, a young couple moved in, Tony and Deborah Pickman. They thought it was just an old house until the lights began to flicker, toys moved by themselves, and at night, they heard a child giggling in the dark. Then the scratches began. Deep, burning scratches appearing on Tony's chest and back, sometimes while Deborah watched, helpless. Tony said he could feel small hands on his neck, sometimes pulling, sometimes choking. The haunting grew violent. Objects flew across rooms, cameras drained of power, and every night, that same voice whispered, "Play with me." Investigators came, and their equipment captured temperature drops, shadows, and the sound of a girl's sobs echoing from empty rooms. No one lives there now. The Sallie House stands empty, its windows dark. But locals say, if you walk past at night, you'll still hear a little girl crying. And if you go inside, you won't leave alone. This isn't a horror story, it's real. 2 identical twins who refused to speak to the world. They created a language only they could understand, and one of them had to die so the other could finally live. June and Jennifer Gibbons were born in Wales in 1963. Same smile, same heartbeat, same soul. But something about them was off. They never spoke to classmates, not even to their parents, only to each other in fast, secret whispers. A language no one could decode. The more people tried to reach them, the deeper they fell into silence. When separated, they froze, still as statues. It was as if one controlled the other's body. Jennifer was the leader. June, the shadow. 2 minds trapped inside one echo. In their teenage years, things turned darker. They locked themselves in their room for hours, writing strange stories filled with death, fire, and madness. And soon the fiction became real. They set fires, broke into homes, always together, always silent. Eventually, the law caught up. They were sent to Broadmoor, a high-security psychiatric hospital, 11 years behind locked doors. Nurses said they moved in perfect sync. They breathed together, they blinked together. They even smiled together. But then Jennifer began whispering something new. "I'm going to die soon." No one believed her, but June said Jennifer told her. "It's decided. One of us has to go." Jennifer stopped eating, stopped speaking, and one morning she whispered, "At last, we're free." Hours later, on the way to a halfway house, Jennifer collapsed, dead before they even arrived. Doctors said it was sudden heart inflammation, no drugs, no poison, no trauma, just gone. And from that moment, June began to speak. Today, June lives quietly in the UK. She says Jennifer's death set her free. "We were one person," she said, "when she died. I became real. Maybe it was psychological, and maybe something else. But one thing's certain. Their silence was louder than death."